You are listening to the Red Rock Podcast Network, featuring Pod of Thrones and the Shiznit.
Look, this is for my old age, young Jesus shadow. Dino Red said he loves the intellect. He never hesitates. I can rap whatever, bro. I'm only in first gear and still weighing heavy. Living in the cold world full of that nonsense. Drug heads, teen moms, day-to-day violence. Fiends at the corner, panhandle for bottles. 12-year-olds running around with pistols and hollows. Fuck with my conscience, but still I do. I know right from wrong, but my decisions is stupid. My generation is crazy, and the media proof. Ignorance is bliss, and we is alien fluke. And that's why I'm here. Old soul kicking brand new flavor in your ear. Rapper of the year.
This is the Red Rock Podcast Network. From Red Rock Studios in Los Angeles, California, this is the Shiznit. Now, put your hands together for the Shiznit.
Hey, welcome back to another episode of the Shiznit Show. I'm your boy. I'm your host, Dino Red, and I have with me, as always, my ride or dies, Miss Dijon Monique.
Hey, 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 what's up, world? It's your girl.
The man, the myth, the legend, Mr. Pip Lily.
I still miss you, Whitney Houston. It was her birthday this week.
What's her nickname?
Nippy.
Nippy.
It was her
Rest in
birthday
peace,
this week.
Nippy.
55 she would have been.
Wait, Whitney Houston's nickname was Nippy?
Mm-hmm. Her daddy gave her that
Really?
nickname. The same one that tried to take her money.
Nippy, like Nippy Hustle.
Yeah, like
Oh, man, it's hot as fuck.
it sure is.
Hot, hot, hot.
It sure is. I thought
Yes.
Chris Brown was going to melt off.
Yes, hotter than Beyonce's performance the other night. Just hot.
Where was Baby Mama performing? Because she didn't call me and let me know.
No, she didn't tell nobody. You know how she do.
But she ain't supposed to do that to me, though. I'm, one of the twins' daddy.
Oh shit. Well,
One of the
shit,
twins.
You did,
Yeah, one
have
of
you
the
been?
twins.
Have you been making payments?
Hey, no, she makes payments to me.
Oh shit. Well, that's
You gotta
probably
go
why
get it twisted.
she don't need you for shit.
She make payments to me.
No, I don't know. I don't know where her performance was at, but I know that she looked fabulous in this Versace gold and black outfit,
Right.
with 50 dancers up the rafters, none of them missing a beat, or she was gonna snatch them bald. But yeah, it's hot like our sister wife, Beyonce.
You married to her too?
Yeah, I carried one to the other twin.
Oh, my damn.
I
I'm
carried
the only one not getting any Beyonce pussy.
You could.
Oh my God. No
It's
thanks.
getting kind of crowded in Beyonce's pussy right now.
That's
so.
totally fine.
That's fine. I'm not in there. I'm just.
I just want to do her
nearby.
hair.
Okay.
Ain't nothing
I just
wrong
wanna
for
do her
nobody
hair.
else but me. So, I'm just saying.
What about Jay-Z?
Fuck him. He can get his
Oh,
own.
shit. Oh, damn. Well, never mind,
Did you hear
man.
Lemonade?
Yeah. When life gives you lemons,
Right?
you do a Carter tour.
Oh, man. Well, we got a great show.
We sure do.
Yes,
We got
we
a great show. We
do.
got a great guest.
What?
Yes, we do.
Yes,
For
we
real.
do. Very funny young lady. Fatimah Taliah.
I think I know her.
Mm-hmm. You think you know her?
I think I heard of her before.
Yeah, she's been all over the place.
What?
Yeah, so she graced us with her presence today. So we're gonna bring her in just a few.
Yeah, super excited to talk
She's a
to
friend
her.
of Pip Lily because y'all know Pip know every motherfucking body on the planet.
I
Should've
don't know
known.
everybody. I just met everybody.
Okay. Semantics, motherfucker. Semantics.
It helps if you.
Oh my God.
It helps if you are from the Midwest because we are friendly and we talk to people, and if you old. So you meet a lot of people over the course of a lifetime.
Enough time on this earth,
Right,
right?
right.
It takes a minute to meet every
Okay.
motherfucking
You know
body.
what? I do think it's in my genes. My Uncle Michael is like that. My Uncle Michael is one of those people like we go to a family reunion no matter what city it is in America, or it can be out of the country, and that nigga going to have somebody come up to him going, Michael Mosley, is that you?
That's like my uncle too.
Everywhere you go. He know way more people than I do.
Really? Okay, well, let's get right into it. Let's not waste any time. Let's go ahead and bring her in.
All right, everybody. So we have a special guest in studio today. Her name is Fatimah Taliah. She is a stand-up comedian and actress. Some of you may know her from her videos that you see online on social media. You may know her from Instagram. She has over 11,000, almost 12,000 Instagram followers. You should be one of them. I am one of them. I enjoy her very, very much. Please welcome to the studio, Fatimah Taliah.
What's poppin'? We up early as hell on a Sunday, ain't we?
This is every day for us.
Oh my God.
This is regular.
You know what's funny though? Like living in LA, I get sick quickly when I see how far the distance is to where I'm headed. It was like this morning I woke up and I was like, I don't know. Should I just get cramps?
Closer to,
Closer to me? Mm-hmm. I'm like, should I get cramps immediately before I get here?
Like, I got a stomach ache.
Right, it's Sunday morning. I gotta get up early. I'm happy to be here.
You had a gig last night?
I did not. I did a table read last night for a pilot, and then I went to a lovely Hollywood Hills party.
Ooh,
living that life.
Yes.
It's yeah. You know.
Now, you're originally from Chicago.
I am. Yes.
Yeah,
Southside.
Yeah.
Right.
So you started your stand-up career in Chicago?
No, I was a writer. I was a writer in Chicago, and I did a lot of Second City writing programs, which kind of led me to LA.
Okay.
I was writing for other comedians, doing little stuff like that, and then one day I was like, I really want to do this, and I feel like I was serious. So, and I knew in Chicago it was like you could do it, but it was only on a certain type of scale.
Right. You only
like
get so far.
The jobs that I was seeking seemed like they were more here. So
yeah. Well, and then you were at Second City too. Then you probably were seeing the Second City alum coming back and like, well, that nigga on TV, and that one is on Saturday Night Live.
Oh my! I think about this all the time when I'm here in LA too, because like sometimes I hate it here. Like back when I was doing that, I met Chris Tucker.
Wow.
I was bartending at the W Hotel, and I was doing Second City, and he came in, and he was like, "Oh, you funny," you know what I'm saying? Like you remind me of like a mixture of like Gabrielle Union with a little Whoopi, and I was like, "Cool, all right, I'll take it."
I like that.
He was like, I was like, "Oh, I'm moving to LA in like 2 weeks." He was like, "Don't do it." He was like, "Don't go." He was like, "Your best bet is to stay here, finish Second City, go through the whole program, and move to New York." I was like, it's cold in New York. And I'm like, and I'm running out of money to pay for Second City, so I'm out. But like every time I'm in LA and it's hard, I'm always like, damn it. Chris Tucker told me not to. I don't know. I haven't run into him yet, but I'm like, he told me it was crazy.
He told you it was
He told me it was crazy.
So you were were you in the diversity program you said at Second City? So Dion brought you in, did she recruit you, or did you find Second City? How'd you find Second City?
It's so weird. I was a model for like years.
Oh my God, she is a hyphenate.
I'm telling you.
Yeah.
Slash.
All right, I'll take it. Actually, well,
just like Dijon.
It's weird.
Yeah,
I was a dancer, right? Okay, so I was a background dancer, and my cousin's a recording artist. So I got lucky. I got in. It was like because she was already on, so I was dancing for her. And then while I was doing that, people was like, "Oh, you're tall. You should be a model, or whatever." So I started doing that. But I would be funny when I would
cracking jokes on the runway,
and I would get in trouble like a lot. Like I would be, pretty much, they would call my agent and be like, "She's a mess. Like, can you please have her come through and just not talk?" Like,
right.
So my agent used to be like, talk. Can you just? Because she was like Russian. She's like, "Fatimah, can you go and just be pretty and don't talk?" And I'd be like, right. I'm not. So she's the one that was like, you should take some classes at Second City, you could probably get some commercials. So I originally took classes at Second City trying to get into the commercial game.
Smart.
I had no intentions of like being a comedian at all.
Smart.
So
that's
smart
awesome
one too.
Yeah.
You never know where things take you.
Basically, because girl, I was like trying to starve and be Naomi Campbell.
So how'd you take to the mic? You just you get dared at the open mic?
Again, it was like I just kept putting it off. Like I didn't want to be a comic. Like I went to Second City and everybody's like, "Yo, you funny. Like these things you come up with is bananas." And I was just like, "Dude, I'm here for the commercials. Like I don't know whatever. So then I like was writing and stuff, but I wasn't taking it serious. I got here and was like, okay, fine, I'll be an actor. I was like, I'll be Nia Long. That sounds like a great idea. Like, that's cool. That's cool. Like, I can be that. So I came here.
I wish that's how that shit works.
I know.
I'd just be Denzel.
Your mindset before you get here thinks it's that simple.
Right,
like you don't really get the business. So I was just like, whatever, I'm brown skin. I'm about to come to LA and be the new Nia Long. Right. That's what we doing. So I got here, and again, I had a modeling agency here. They was like, you need to take UCB. And I was like, oh, here we go. They was like, you need it on your resume so you can get like commercials. So I like did it, and I took the class, and the teacher was like, yo, like you're bananas. Like you need to do stand-up. I was like, nah, I'm not going on the stage by myself.
Right, making a fool of myself.
That's crazy. And then one day he invited me to this open mic that was at this Indian restaurant in Glendale. It was six people in this basement eating Indian food.
Sound like this show.
Right.
Minus the good food.
Minus Indian food. And he was like, he put my name on the list. I was like, number 13. I'll never forget. And like, he was like, you gonna go up and just talk about whatever. And I was like, working in restaurants, I was writing jokes down on like receipts and shit. So I was like, I went up there with all these receipts. And I was reading them off the paper, but everybody was dying in the restaurant. And I was like looking at them like, okay. And I'll put the receipt in my pocket and be like, all right. So I went to it went from there. And I was just like, okay. So I kept doing it. I just kept going to open mics, and like, it took me a year to get 5 minutes. But I fell in love with it. Like,
that's
I kept
awesome.
doing it.
Now
that's great.
I hear it quite often from stand-ups in particular. Like the first time is always killer, and then when's the first time though you had that? Oh, they not feeling me.
Oh,
or have you never experienced that?
I experienced that. Well, you experienced that a lot at open mics because you working on new material, so people be looking at you like, what? Okay, my first time that I ever had to work hard. I know you guys know who Shang. Shang. Okay, Shang took me with him to Palm Springs to open for him, and I was getting good. I was like feeling myself. It was like, yo, you gotta do 25 minutes, and I was like, in my mind, I don't want to say like the N word, but I was like, girl, nigga, like, well, you didn't tell me. You didn't tell me that's
bad influences over there.
That was my initial reaction. Like he didn't tell me until I got there.
right.
I mean, I had a lot of material, but I hadn't like really sat down and like worked on it.
Right.
And this was like,
it was in your mind,
Right.
It was like, and this was a crowd, honey. Like this is like a different setup. That was the first time I had to work hard. Where people wasn't feeling me the first few 5 minutes I came out, and I was like, oh shit.
Now, was this a stand-up gig, or was this like a
This was a gig,
fundraiser?
Dude. No, this was a gig. They was paying me.
No, but I mean, like, was it
That don't happen all the time.
Yeah,
was it like
check.
in a club?
It was at a casino. It was called San Manuel Casino. They had a Laugh Factory out there. Yeah, they had a Laugh Factory in there. They closed it down, I think, a couple of years ago.
Right. I'm just trying to get an idea, like your audience's expectation.
Oh, it was like fanny packs and my mama and them. They were sitting in the audience. Like,
but they still had that thing of like, okay,
I want to
we're
be
here for the
funny.
laughter.
Right.
Go.
right. They had that. We ain't got that much patience.
Right.
Make me laugh.
You could be doing slots.
Exactly.
You know what
Make
I
me
learned
laugh.
that
I'm going
day?
back to the slots.
I learned that day something very valuable about comedy. You can write a million jokes and have all type of material, but that's when I realized you got to have it. You gotta be able to read your crowd. You gotta feel them and understand what kind of jokes they're looking for, and like relate to it and be able to be ready to go.
Yep.
So after that, I got better. I was thankful that he took me with that. But that was the first time I was like, woo. I got off the stage and felt like I worked a shift.
Damn.
Like at a restaurant. I was sweating. Like I was like, I don't know what the fries are, but table 26 is upset. It was hard work, but that was the first time I was like,
So I got a question.
fail, yeah.
You still like fucking white boys?
Oh.
Okay, yes, let's get into that.
Okay.
Listen, no, people get mad at me about this. I was just talking to somebody about this last night. I grew up in the suburbs in Chicago. I grew up in Homewood, Flossmoor, Hazel Crest area.
Yes.
I grew up in a mixed neighborhood.
Never heard of
my
it.
first penis
right?
My first penis I've ever saw was a white penis.
What? Oh.
You said the first one?
The first one, I was 6.
Whoa.
And my neighbor and I used to hang out. His name was Jimmy. We used to hang out. And, like I was
How
a
ironic.
tomboy.
And then y'all pee together?
No, I don't. You know, when you 6, you like each other, but you don't know what's going on. I feel like his older brother was like, "You just got to show her your dick." And
He was like, that's what you got to do.
Maybe she'll go for it. But like I was telling somebody last night, like he did that, and I was bougie back then. I was like, "Are you kidding me?" I got on my bike and rode off. But
Right.
I was like, "You kidding me with this shit?" But like, I had been dating white guys since I was like in 8th grade. This isn't anything like new for me.
Oh, okay.
Like I've been my